Super proud of the guys. It's a unbelievable turnaround for us. The way we wanted, well, the way we responded, the way we came out of the gate, the way we set the tone in all facets. And when they made a run, which we knew they would do, our guys didn't panic. And obviously we made one more play than them when it counted. So just super proud of the fellas, man. From the way we played the other day, the way they responded yesterday in practice and in film, and then obviously today. Great contributions from everybody. And then some young fellas stepped up, new guys stepped up, and how about the second half from Ethan Thompson? So just a really good win in a tough situation for us.
Wayne, was it apparent from you from the outset that the energy was totally different than Thursday?
Well, we just had a little more pep in our step. The focus was there. I mean, we've got really good kids, man. We've got really good kids. You look at the focus that they've kept through all of this in school, with their behavior, with some tough losses. They've been grinding through it all, and I'm super proud of them. So I knew they would respond. Every one of the coaches right before the tip said, love the look. We got a great feel about this one. We even said it in the locker room before we came up to tip it up. And it's a credit to them for responding the way they did.
You put Jarod Lucas in to start the game. Was that more of a matchup thing? And then he obviously responded in the first half with
we met from dawn till dusk as a staff yesterday, and we talked about our lineup. Jarod knows from day one why he's been coming off the bench, and but we thought that maybe it was time. We struggled to get out of the gate the last few games, and we went back and forth between a couple of guys. Who were we going to put in that lineup? And it doesn't matter, because whether you start or whether you're one of the first guys off, you're playing big minutes. And so we thought with Jarod's offensive punch, it could do two things. It could help us score, and it could free up Zach and Ethan, because we've got another threat out there. And there were, some concerns because of how quick their guards are defensively, but we played a lot of zone, and the first half we frustrated them, and we, at times, and we went from zone to man as good as we have. And then the second half, which Coach Hurley made some great adjustments. We stopped communicating, lost a little urgency, and they lit us up a little bit. But proud of Jarod for responding. Proud of the effort he made defensively. He's really worked on that, and obviously made some big shots and big free throws. But to a man, I mean, look at the play Gianni made when they tried to pressure up. He got in the paint, hit the floater. Look at the free throws Rodrigue made. Look at the decisions Ethan made. Some great passes when they were loading the paint on him. Zach hit some timely shots. Tuck was putting on a clinic a little bit in the post at times. Roman has 9. And Rodrigue and Roman, for having been out and been beat up and on, limited minutes, I thought they really responded. Warith, he's learning. Mo in the first half responded off the bench. And then we had to have Warith in there for rebounding and for defense, and Ethan found him there. We were talking about, planning on calling a timeout, which you guys see, call a timeout within the last possession. But when we saw the ball was in Ethan's hands, we decided not to, because we knew he was going to make a great decision. Great cut by Warith, to get that last bucket was huge.
Wayne, can you talk just maybe a little bit more about that last 10 seconds? Because obviously you talked about it there, but just having the ball in Ethan's hands and feeling comfortable with a senior in that position.
Well, Ethan's got to carry us, and we've been talking about. Everyone's been asking me. You guys asked me earlier in the week, the TV personalities. How do we get Ethan going a little bit? And the first thing we said was, we got to have his teammates pick it up in some spots, because right now everyone's able to just load to him. You saw that tonight, from Jarod, from Zach at times, from our post presence. I mean, this is the first time, and it was a conscious effort to really throw it into the post, which compacted the D a little bit. And so now you've got Ethan with more space because they have to stay at home with these other guys. And you see what he's capable of in that situation. So we've worked really hard on his decision making when he gets into the paint and coming to jump stops and playing on balance. And he really bought into that. But his performance tonight started in about the last 8 minutes of our game the other night. I think I said this. I was really proud. It was some positives we took of he and Zach, our two seniors, the way they fought until we pulled them out. And I think it ignited something in the rest of the group. So that was cool to see.
Wayne, after Thursday's game, what does this mean for your guys? How do you guys respond to this?
Well, I'll tell you, Nick, the last thing we said after Thursday's game was, remember this, you're never as bad as you think you are. You're never as good as you think you are. So we said the same thing today. All right, we got a good win. We didn't play perfect, but we've just got to keep things in perspective and deal with it and move on. But I'm going to tell you this. We've been through an awful lot. And, this off season, this summer, this fall, this season. And I really respect all of you guys here. And I tell my buddies about the media we get to work with. It's unbelievable because you don't take shots at our guys. And I don't want to ever hear or see anybody criticize our guys. Criticize me all you want. I'm the youngest of 11 kids, been married for 31 years. Believe me, I can take it. But you look at what our program's been through. We have a player die during a workout our first summer here. Coaches did a great job. Emergency personnel in the hospital did an incredible job to bring him back. You look at the year where we had 4 of our top 6 guys done for the year by the end of November. And then you look at the experience we had in Barcelona, where before our eyes we witnessed, I think it was 7 to 10 people murdered right in front of us. And I don't say this for any sympathy, but what I do say it for is we bounced back through all of it. So we've got great people around us to support us, to keep us believing. We've gone through some tough times, but we're going to get through it. And this was a good step in the right direction. Appreciate it. Go Bees.
Jarod, in a moment like that, 10 seconds left, you're down by 1, having the ball in the hands of Ethan, is that kind of really where you guys want to be at that moment?
Yeah, he's the best player on our team. Obviously, a lot of teams, every team, put the ball in your best player's hand, you let him go to work. And that's what we did. We put the ball in his hands. And, however the game goes, you want to keep the ball in your best hand, in your best player's hands, you're going to be fine, whether you win or lose. And obviously, we put the ball in his hands and let him do the right play.
And how hard was bouncing back from Thursday?
It was tough. It was definitely real tough. Losing like that on your home court, it hit all of us. We told each other we're not going to lose like that again on our home court. So bounce back.
Jarod, it's no secret that you're a confident player. You started this game. How did it feel out there for you in the first half when you're hitting all those shots?
It felt good, but guys like Ethan and Gianni found me early. Arizona State's the type of team that get in their gaps, helped off a lot. I think they helped off pretty early. I got a couple of clean looks, and then they kind of defended pretty good in the second half.
There's obviously a lot of adversity to overcome this year, and a lot of teams are dealing with it. But what can something like this do for your guys? Maybe trying to turn their seams around a little bit.
It's a big win against a program that's supposed to be one of the better teams in the country, and they are. They are one of the better teams in the country. And from this point on, we're just going to get it going. That's going to be our mindset. A win like this, that could really get things going. That's going to be our mindset. Let's keep on pushing from here and keep on building.
Ethan, you had 2 points in the first half. Did you? What were you thinking at halftime? Were you thinking about the fact you need to get going on offensively, or what were you thinking?
I mean, I felt like I was getting good looks, and I kind of just told myself that I needed to just put the ball in the basket. And once I saw, the ball go in the basket, I kind of was able to, get into other positions where I could put the ball in the basket.
What did you see there on that last play there where you had the ball on the wing there and got the ball to Warheath?
Yeah. So I saw it was about 10 seconds left when we inbounded it, and as I was bringing the ball up, I heard their team focusing, their attention on me, talking about I was gonna shoot the last shot. So when I heard that, all the eyes were on me. I knew if I could get to a good spot in the floor where I could get to hit a guy and create something. And Warrior had a great cut. He ran down the middle of the floor. I saw him wide open, so I just delivered it.
And Ethan, obviously you've been here for 4 years, lots of ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
How hard was it getting past Thursday, and maybe what can this do for you guys?
Yeah, Thursday nobody likes the outcome of that game, and you could kind of tell that everybody took it personal and felt like they could improve on something individually and as a team collectively. We had a good practice yesterday to kind of go over the mistakes that we made. And we had a good film session as well. And then once we got on the court, we were locked in and kind of flushed that game, put that behind us. And it kind of also at the same time motivated us to, never let that happen again.
And I'm sure you're curious to see how you and your guys respond there. Was there a moment or two in that first half where you felt like, okay, we're kind of back together now?
Yeah, I mean, I noticed it in practice. The energy in practice was up, so not even necessarily once the ball tipped off, but even before that in the locker room, it was great energy. Guys are having each other's backs out there, and we were playing as a team. So coach said it's going to lead to success, and that's what it did tonight.